Don't pray.
Jump.
Just
Jump.
because Icarus is calling. The sun is asking after you, and the world. See, the world can't wait to meet you.
Jump.
So just jump. Thanks, everybody. In and around to guide your ripped, ripened pages before stages forming scriptures saying, call us loud, call us landmine, call us unburied garbage men and blood sweat construction worker, call us unswept debris, call our wooden worded waste exercise and futility, call us temporary, call us bright burst that no one knew could bloom, could bloom, could bloom. Oh, praise be to failure. Oh, sing your holy overgrowth into the glorious expanse of saint-sworn fuck-ups. We rowdy gods of deep-ridden rage. We who nail our words, spray our words, speak our words into your walls and call them concrete commandments. Thanks, guys. This poem is this poem's called Pale Bands. If you guys want to join in terms of interaction, feel free, but also feel free to do whatever you want. Raise your hand if you come from a broken home. Say, I am not my parents. I am their wedding ring shadow. Left over a pale band of skin, I am their trading card game, swapped between weekends. But we too are pale bands. Hands left with whatever remains and their domains, the sum of all their parts. We are our own father figures. Cracked open hearts that find our own pearls of wisdom say, I am not my parents. It's hard to learn love from a distance. From your best friends, authors, you learn sometimes being a mother is just knowing when to hold someone. A father, knowing when to hold your ground. We held parent-teacher interviews, missing pieces by our sides, hands raised to sky like, why does love set slow instead of rise? See, we graduated honor bound. Thrust our caps like pale doves. We wrote papers on how we made it. We made CPR love. But we also did our best to forget. So not to repeat your mistakes. You called us your saving grace. But we gave up saving our piano fingers for someone. We tell ourselves our melodies will be delicate. See, we won't get the notes wrong. We will sing these empty instruments. We will sing a different song. We will marching band together, giving back leftover love. Outstretching arms and palms will say, this is a second chance. Who says you can't choose your own family and make a multitude of halves one whole? A house of many hands holding ourselves up and up, and we are not alone. Raise your hands, raise your pale bands, look around and say, brother, sister, I am you, and you are home, yes, you are home, what she said. This next poem is a series of experiences that I had while in Vietnam. I left Australia when I was about 10 years old. I've been traveling around a fair bit around Southeast Asia most of my life, and this next poem is called Seeds, but it's about just one certain trip from Hanoi to Ha Long Bay, where I was in a bus ride. So I was on a bus from Hanoi to Ha Long Bay, with rice paddy fields yawning whole horizons, when I see tombstones in amongst the fields like, like a Grim Reaper's garden, like death in amongst all the life. So ask one man why, and he says, this is really bad Vietnamese, but he says, "Đây là đất Chúa Hờ." This is their land. The land their bodies tended for generations. He says, when you take a seed, place it in water, let it soak for 16 weeks, it will become bright rice paddy fields that can feed generations. It's because rice paddy farmers work facing down. Their backs become hunched, and after years of hard labor, they will never walk the same, but they'll raise children onto their sunburnt backs and say, one day all this will be yours. See, when you take a seed, place it in a body, let it soak for 9 months, you get a growing baby brought into a world full of war, full of directions and lines in soil, with faraway flags planted in our land, all with their own guns. When you take a gun, place it in farmers' hands. Let their hands splinter, you will get palms cracked bloody. After all, the tunnels they have built don't bring back their dead best friends. See, rice paddy fighters live facing down. Their backs become hunched, running from bullets, living like rats beneath their own fields, and after years, they will never walk the same. See, their backs were not born for trenches, but seedlings. Seedlings have a way of choosing life in amongst all the death, because Đây là đất Chúa Hờ. This is our land. No one knows war like we do, burnt naked girl running like we do, homes set on fire with farmers still inside like we do. So when you take words, place them in mouth of American, let them soak for a 5-day holiday, you get words like historical inaccuracy, wondering where their savior complex went. Down the drain. It went down the drain because when you take dioxin chemicals, place it in people's water, when Agent Orange goes into their bodies and their children come out with too many and not enough, gasping for air, trying to gather seeds but only finding ash, finding that today is the day all this becomes theirs. So when you take their bodies, place them in rice paddy fields, the ones their bodies tended, their bodies tend. The rice tends their bodies, and their seed comes to rest.